Maha-Bharata Part 2, Chapter 5, The War Begins. The warriors on the Pandavas' side had watched and waited as Arjuna spoke with Krishna. Obviously, Arjuna had become uncertain. He was doubtful. Seeing his beloved grandfather and teacher had filled him with apprehension. But now, after listening to Krishna, Arjuna seemed to have regained his resolve. He was again standing in position on his chariot with the Gandiva bow held high. The Pandava warriors sent up a great shout. They blew their kanchals and beat their drums. Horns and bugles sounded continuously and uproariously. And in the sky there was an assembly of rishis, siddhas, and other classes of celestials, all wanting to witness the battle. They gazed in wonder at Arjuna's chariot, amazed to see Krishna acting as his charioteer. Seeing now that the battle was about to begin, Yudhishthira took off his armor and climbed down from his chariot. His brothers and other warriors watched as Yudhishthira walked towards the Kauravas. What did he have in mind? Had he suddenly decided to be humble and hand over a bloodless victory to the Kuru forces? All of his brothers called out to him, asking Yudhishthira about his intentions. But the king made no reply. Unarmed and unprotected, he walked straight towards Bhishma's chariot. Then Krishna spurred on Arjuna's white horses, and the chariot moved closer to the chariots of Bhima and the twins. Krishna spoke. "Yes, I know your brother's intentions. He intends to pay his respects to his gurus before fighting with them. For it is said in the old histories that one who first offers respects to his elders and teachers before engaging with them in battle gains victory." And as Yudhishthira approached Bhishma, shouts of "Alas!" were heard among the Pandava forces, who thought that in the face of such tremendous opposition, Yudhishthira had decided not to fight. Dhritarashtra's sons thought that Yudhishthira was afraid. Just see this infamous wretch. Stricken with terror, he has gone to Bhishma, begging for his mercy. Disregarding their jeers, Yudhishthira went before Bhishma, who got down from his own chariot, just as Yudhishthira approached. Yudhishthira bowed down and took hold of Bhishma's feet. "O invincible one, I bow to you. Now we will fight with you, so please grant us your permission and give us your blessings." Bhishma smiled and raised his right hand. "O ruler of the earth, O great king, if you had not come to me in this way, I would have cursed you with defeat. I am pleased with you, my dear son. May you fight and obtain victory. Now ask for a boon, O son of Kunti, anything you desire. Alas, men are the slaves of wealth, but wealth is no one's slave. I am bound by the wealth of the Kurus, and like an impotent man, I stand against you in this battle, although I know your cause is just. Tell me, dear child, what you wish to have from me." Yudhishthira felt tears coming to his eyes. "O wise one, desiring my welfare, please look after my interests. Do your duty and fight for the Kuru's sake. This is my wish." "O king, Although I must fight for your enemies, tell me what I can do for you." "O Bhishma Dev, I fold my hands and bow my head to you. O sire, there is one thing I will ask. Tell me how we will be able to vanquish you, you who are invincible. If you see any good in it, please give me this information for my benefit." Bhishma stood there with his large silver-guided bow in hand. Although he was now very old, still he was a formidable figure in his polished gold and silver armor. He placed his hand on Yudhishthira's shoulder and said, "O descendant of Bharata, I do not see that man who can defeat me in battle, even if he be the Lord of the Celestials, and the time for my death has not yet come. Approach me again and ask this question at some other appropriate time." "O great-grandfather, Tatastu, let it be as you say." Yudhishthira again bowed to his grandfather and then walked away. Making his way through the lines of curious soldiers, Yudhishthira then went to Drona Acharya. After circumambulating his chariot, Yudhishthira said, "O invincible hero, tell me how I may fight with you, my worshipable teacher, without incurring sin. O great Brahman, how will I be able to vanquish my enemies?" "O king, if you had failed to come to me, I would have cursed you with defeat. I am pleased with you, O sinless one. You have my permission to fight. May victory be yours. Please tell me what I can do for you. I desire to give you a boon. Alas, I cannot fight for you, for I am a slave of the wealth of the Kurus. But I will pray for your victory." Tears once again sprang to Yudhishthira's eyes as he heard the affectionate tone of Drona's voice. How cruel a fate that he should now be forced to fight his esteemed and elderly guru. But Drona would be difficult to overcome. Despite his advanced years, he knew the secrets of all the celestial and earthly weapons. He could still fire an unending stream of arrows from his great bow. Yudhishthira could not imagine anyone even approaching him in battle. So with reverence, Yudhishthira spoke. "O great Brahmana, do pray for me, and tell me also what is good for me. Fight for the Kurus with all of your might. This is my desire." Drona Acharya looked lovingly at his disciple. Although not as physically powerful as Arjuna or Bhimasena, Yudhishthira was strong in his ability to remain fixed on the path of virtue. Drona knew that a pious man was always protected by that virtue. Drona glanced at Arjuna's chariot, which was across the field. "O king, your victory is certain. You have Krishna as your counselor, and righteousness is always with Janardhan. Where there is Krishna, there must be victory, O son of Kunti. Now go and fight with full confidence. What else will I say to you?" "O mighty armed preceptor, please tell me how you may be defeated." "O my son, as long as I fight, you will not obtain victory. Therefore seek my death at the earliest opportunity. But there is no one who can face me while I am fighting. Neither man nor celestial can stand before me when I am angry and scattering an incessant shower of arrows in all the 10 directions. O Bharata, only when I lay down my weapons and I am prepared for death, with my senses withdrawn, then you will be able to kill me. This is the truth. But when I hear something disagreeable from some credible source, only at that time shall I abandon my arms and cease fighting. Yudhishthira then bowed to his preceptor. Thinking about what Drona had said, Yudhishthira walked towards Kripacharya's chariot. After offering respects to that old Brahmana warrior, Yudhishthira said, "O my teacher, only with your permission may I fight without incurring sin. Please permit me to engage in battle to defeat my enemies." And like Bhishma and Drona, Kripa replied that he would surely have cursed Yudhishthira to be defeated if he had not come to him for permission. Kripa also lamented his obligation to the Kauravas. Having stated his inability to fight for Yudhishthira, Kripa asked Yudhishthira what else he could do for him. As Yudhishthira stood before Kripacharya, he felt as if his heart might break. First Bhishma, then Drona, and now Kripa. All three were like fathers to Yudhishthira and his brothers. From their very childhood, when they had first come to Hastinapur, these three elders had cherished and taught them with the greatest of care. Yudhishthira could not recall a single cruel word or deed from any one of them. And now Yudhishthira had to go before them and ask how they could be killed. Yudhishthira stood with his head bowed. His throat was choked, and he could not say anything. Understanding his plight, Kripacharya spoke to him. "O King Yudhishthira, no one can kill me. So knowing this, go and obtain victory." Kripacharya's father, Gautama Rishi, had told him that he would be invincible in battle. Therefore, Kripa advised Yudhishthira not to waste time trying to bring about his fall. Lifting his right hand in blessing, Kripacharya continued speaking. "Yes, I will rise from sleep every day and pray for your victory. Truly, I say this to you. Now go and obtain your desires." At last, Yudhishthira went to see Shalya. After asking his permission to fight with him, Yudhishthira stood with folded palms, looking up at his maternal uncle. Shalya sorrowfully replied, "O my son, the wealth of the Kurus has made me their slave. What can I possibly do for you under these circumstances? But yes, I still wish to bestow a boon upon you for your having come to me in humility. What do you desire?" "Oh, my dear uncle, may I remind you of your promise to discourage Karna when it comes time for him to fight with Arjuna?" "Oh, yes, it shall be so. Now go and fight, and I will pray for your victory." Then Yudhishthira bowed to Shalya and returned to his army. Witnessing the respect and honor Yudhishthira had paid to his elders, even the Kauravas praised him, while cries of "Excellent! Bravo!" could be heard among the soldiers of both sides. As they thought of the noble qualities of Yudhishthira and his brothers, the soldiers wept aloud.